At this time, Watanabe immediately said to Warnya with a flat face, "Ms. Song, Mr. Wade had a deep chat with me just now, and I also met Mr. Wade at once, so I decided to readjust our contract terms." Warnya was a little surprised, and hurriedly asked, "Mr. Watanabe, how are you going to adjust?" Watanabe said with a smile, "In this way, both of us will invest in a ratio of 5 to 5, but in terms of the equity allocation, your company holds 60% of the shares and our Nippon Steel holds 40%. Warnya was immediately stunned. She wondered, what is the operation of Watanabe? Why did he give up 10% of the shares all at once? The next moment, she immediately looked at Charlie and told her instinctively that it must have been during the time she left with Nanako. Charlie had regained this condition with Watanabe for herself. She was shocked in her heart. What method did Master use to get Watanabe to make such a big concession? In this way, would Master owe Watanabe a favor to me? Thinking of this, Warnya felt a little panic. She didn't actually think about taking advantage of Nippon Steel. In fact, she just wanted a 51% controlling stake. Of course, the controlling rights are not in vain. Not only will she invest in a 51% proportion, but also provide land and local relations to promote the rapid implementation of cooperative projects. However, at the moment, Nippon Steel is obviously giving her a huge bargain. Just when she didn't know what to do, Charlie said, "Warnya, since Mr. Watanabe is so sincere, let me tell you to sign the contract now, and when we return to China, we will finish the domestic affairs. Then we can promote cooperation with Mr. Watanabe." Warnya heard this and hurriedly said, "Master, is this appropriate?" Charlie smiled. "There is nothing inappropriate, Mr. Watanabe." With full sincerity, "Don't you want to cooperate again?" Warnya hurriedly waved her hand. No, I didn't mean that." Charlie smiled and said, "Then you can sign the contract steadily." Watanabe also hurriedly echoed, "Yes, Ms. Song, I am looking forward to cooperating with the Song Group. We signed the contract earlier to save nights and dreams. Good partners like Miss Song and the Song Group. I'm really afraid that you will not cooperate with us and will cooperate with other people instead." Warnya was so shocked that she couldn't add anything. What Watanabe said was too much for her and the Song Group. To be honest, this is how the Song Group is rushing to cooperate with Nippon Steel, and Nippon Steel is the world's top steel group, ranking first in Japan and top in the world. How could the Song Group turn to cooperate with others? However, Watanabe said that it would have lowered his worth and praised Warnya. It can be said that his posture has been very low. Charlie also said at this time, "Warnya, don't drag it. Everyone is still waiting to eat. Sign the contract quickly, let's have dinner, and prepare after eating, and go to the dock to take the boat." When Warnya heard this, she didn't hesitate anymore. She glanced at Charlie gratefully, and then immediately said to Watanabe, "Mr. Watanabe, let's sign the contract now." Watanabe naturally agreed, "Good job, sign it quickly." Takehiko Ito ordered his subordinates to prepare a portable printer, and then the two changed the data on the originally prepared contract on the computer, and then printed it out, signed and exchanged the papers with each other. Warnya is very excited, because, with this contract, the Song Group will definitely make great progress in the future. If she manages well, the Song family may be able to become the new first family in the province in the future. Watanabe was even more excited. It is more important to him to be a complete man again. Moreover, getting acquainted with someone with great magical powers like Charlie, there must be more unimaginable benefits in the future. Therefore, this business is even more valuable to him. Takehiko Ito was equally excited. After drinking Charlie's glass of water, he obviously felt that his body became much stronger all at once. "I used to be a little weak, as if I fell down with a blow, but now the whole person feels that the physical strength and energy are very abundant, and it can't be better. Except for the amputation of the legs that can't recover, the other feelings are the same as before. I was not injured, and even vaguely stronger than then." This is also of great benefit to him. After all, after the body's vitality has been greatly recovered, he can prepare for rehabilitation training. Rehabilitation training for the disabled and amputees is very physically demanding and cannot be carried out when the body is weak. And if Takehiko Ito wants to wear a prosthesis, he needs to do a series of adaptive training in combination with the prosthesis, which requires more physical strength. Originally, he had to cultivate for at least another 6 months before it was possible to start rehabilitation training and prosthetic adaptation training. Now, Charlie helped him save at least half a year. When Warnya and Shinko Watanabe signed the contract, Takehiko Ito immediately started to cut the fish, and he also opened the specially prepared 50-year-old whiskey. The host and the guests enjoyed this meal. Takehiko is happy, Watanabe is also happy, Warnya naturally goes without saying. Charlie was also in a good mood. After all, a piggyback could help Warnya seek more benefits. This would provide her with greater help to control the Song family in the future and strengthen her control of the Song family. However, Nanako Ito felt a little lost. After all, Charlie was leaving tonight, and when he came to Tokyo this time, she didn't have much chance to get close to him. Therefore, during a meal, Nanako Ito has been peeking at Charlie, with a deep sense of reluctance in her gentle eyes. After dinner, in accordance with the rules of Japanese hospitality, all the wine and dishes are removed, and then they are served with the tea ceremony. However, Watanabe clearly couldn't sit still. His body's reaction has been strong and vigorous, so that he was a little absent-minded and couldn't wait to go home quickly, surprise his wife, and at the same time look for the happy feeling like a fairy. Therefore, after the meal, he stood up anxiously and bowed to everyone. Brother Ito, Mr. Wade, Miss Song, there are still problems in the home, so I will leave. Thank you Brother Ito for this hospitality. Thank you Mr. Wade for your help. I am grateful. Takehiko naturally knew what he wanted to do in a hurry, so he nodded and smiled. Okay, you can go back quickly. Charlie also smiled and said, It's late, Mr. Watanabe, go back to rest earlier. Shinko Watanabe hurriedly said respectfully. Mr. Wade, I don't know if I have this honor, can I exchange contact information with you? Charlie smiled slightly, nodded and said, Let Mr. Ito send you my mobile phone number then. Watanabe was overjoyed immediately. As long as Charlie is willing to exchange contact information with him, he can still ask him for help if he encounters any problems later.